Hello everybody, my name is Reed Gary and this is the Gary Motorsports YouTube channel. We're back with another video and I'm actually going back to the backyard just so it's a little bit quieter. I'm doing an intro now, but at this point we finished everything. The engine is swapped, we've ran it, shifted all the gears, put it on the public street and just made sure everything's perfectly fine. But we got everything running and I'm glad we did. So the engine works perfectly fine and here's a clip of it running right now. And also, if you can check our Instagram, I'm posting a nice video of that on my phone, and also got a clip of it on the GoPro, which you just saw. So it sounds really nice, but I will say it does sound different. So it does sound more gassy and raspy, which isn't a bad thing. It's a different year by 2. So our old one was a 2013 and this one is now a 2015, but it's just a new engine and it sounds really great and I'm really excited to run it for today's practice. So like I said in our previous videos, our friend Sean should be coming with this modified, but he might bring a friend just to goes around to go with. And then we have another friend, George from Florida Keys. He's coming as well, and we actually have some of our go-kart friends, like I said, Terry and Pierce. They just traded all their go-kart stuff and brought themselves a new mod light, so they're going to be coming and making some new laps. Should be the first time, so it's going to be really exciting practicing with them. I'm just really looking forward to this practice. But yeah, like I was saying, the engine does sound really great. As I'm sure you heard, it sounds really nice. We got all the body panels on. We're not doing much right now. The time right now is 12:30. Actually on Saturday morning, I started working on the car at like 9 o'clock, so it's been a few hours. We've been working on it, but we got it all correct. Had a few issues with the clutch, but fixed it all up. Like I said, that's why we went on the public street, just to make sure everything's perfectly fine. But we got the engine running. But like I said earlier, the time is 12:30, so we have about 2 more hours to leave. Practice does start at 4 o'clock for us, and it should around be 5 to 4 cars just on some regular track. Now our main goal for this practice is not to be fast. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to learn the setups, and I wouldn't even say learn the setups. I would say learn the car and what changing the car would do for us. For example, if we lifted the torsion bar on the left side, we've done that one time for the race, the first time we've ever changed it, and it gave me a lot more bite, and that actually gave me a top 3 podium finish. So we're figuring out what the car does slowly, and it's been a very slow 2 years. But right now this practice is gonna speed things up, and I'm really looking forward to the practice and learning what the car does. So I can't wait to show you all the clips. It's gonna be me and my brother both there for the practice racing the car. And the first thing we're going to do, which I know of, we're going to be working with our brake bias. So we have an adjuster in the cockpit that moves it, I think 8% either forward or back. And when we were up in East Bay, one of the local guys for that track that doesn't come down to Hendry much, Chaos Motorsports, he told us if we move the brake bias back, it should help us loosen up and not be so tight. So we're going to be changing that the first time on the track, and hopefully we can definitely tell the difference. We're going to be changing all of the adjustments like really drastically, so we can truly know what happens and not look for the little things. Like we're probably going to move instantly like to the 8% back or 6, anything like that, just to see what goes on. So again, we're not trying to get fast, we're trying to learn the car and what adjustments we would do. There's another thing we're trying to work on as well. It's called the third link. It's where it connects to the chassis and the top of the rear end. It's another diagonal bar, and we're going to be moving that a few times just to see what happens. But yeah, that's really what we're just trying to do, and learn the car. That's just the main goal for this practice, and hopefully it will be fun. I'm really looking forward to it actually. So just really exciting. The track is not going to be in race condition at all. It should just be like slightly prepped. Hopefully not as bad as it is sometimes for practice, where we just sink in like it's quicksand and we just push all the way up the track. But it's hopefully good enough for us to make a few good laps in there. Again, just 5 cars, so it's gonna take a while, if at all, if it gets black. But yeah, just one more time, I'm really looking forward to this. track, and I've already been out there once. Tyler just got back out, and I'm using the GoPro right after that track. So the first thing I want to say is that when I was out on the track, it was completely fine. It was we didn't change it at all. Just getting the engine in, and it worked fine. And I did try dragging the brake, and I think it helped corner in through the middle, through like the middle of the corner, but it was running kind of high. This track isn't that well right now. There's a lot of slick spots, and I would say almost quicksand. I just would a wheel spin inside of the spots, but it did feel relatively alright for the times I was able to run it fine. Then I pulled off, and we changed the panhard bar, which is supposed to free me up on the entrance, or free me up just in general. But I only felt the difference on the entrance, and almost actually a little bit tighter through the middle of the corner. But when I ran it fine, or I guess I changed something a few times in 1 and 2, and a little bit less times in 3 and 4, I was able to run it almost perfect, just holding it at the good angle. And I would have gone a good drive off if the exits were perfectly fine, but it did change it, so now we know what to look for in the panhard bar. Alright, so Tyler didn't want to do a driver interview, so we're not gonna know him just quite yet. But right now, I believe we're going to be fixing up to change the third link, which is a diagonal bar, which I told you earlier, it's just a diagonal bar that connects to the chassis to the top of the drive shaft, or not the drive shaft, the rear end, just to see what it does. We have no idea what it's gonna do, so I believe we're gonna put him in there, and the other mod light of our old go-kart friends, Terry and Pierce. They're having really bad motor issues, I think, and they keep stuttering at 7,000. But once he gets it past by like slamming on the throttle a bunch, he's able to get the gears up, and it feels, what he said was fine. In third gear he got only to 9,000, and when he chipped back down to second, he got to 11,000. And I believe they have a Suzuki, so they go up to 4,000 or 14,000. So I'm not sure what they're going to be doing. They haven't done anything with the engine other than just clean the air filter. So I'm not sure what's going on, especially since it's only happening in 7th gear. But they asked if I wanted to just try it, so I'm gonna go see what's going on about that. Maybe I could try their car and maybe hook up the GoPro as well, just to see what's going on with their car. Maybe I could give any sort of feedback. But the next camera angle is going to be different. I'm going to be trying to put it just in a different area of the cockpit, still facing forward, just for right now. And then we're gonna change something where you're not facing forward. And I might try to get in a foot cam as well, just to see your pedals. Alright, so I found out what we're gonna be doing. So right now we're gonna be sending Tyler out there on the track. I need to finish up this recording, but he's gonna go out. Pierce is going out right now. You can't see because you're looking at a trailer wall, but he's over there. When he comes back, I'm gonna be getting back in the 264, and Tyler's gonna go back in Pierce's car and see what's going on with his engine, see if he could give any feedback. But right now we just changed the third link. I still have no idea what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna go ask right now, but that's what he's gonna go figure out. What does the third link change?
What did it change?
Yeah, what is it supposed to change?
It's supposed to either give it more or less drive off the corner. We're not sure which way it goes which.
Okay. Did you move it up or down?
I moved it down 1 hole.
Alright. He's gonna go on. I'm gonna go send the GoPro on. We do have a new camera angle. It's gonna be in the same position, but it's to the left of the driver now. So you're gonna see what that looks like. GoPro's gonna go on right now, and I'll see you guys after he comes off, see what he thinks, and then I'll get back in, and we'll also hopefully get some recording of him in Pierce's car. update on what happened. The bottom heim of our left rear shock actually completely fell off, and we had no left rear suspension. So he just pulled off. We fixed that. It took a few minutes, but correction, Tyler is actually getting inside of George's car from the keys and not Pierce's car. So I'm about to get in the 264 and just test what happens. Again, we changed the third link, so we're gonna see what happens to the drive. Hopefully I can remember what happened on our last test, and the sun is no longer gonna be killer SR1. So I'm gonna throw you guys back in the car, and hopefully I can tell you guys what happens. So we just got off the track a few minutes ago, and the car was hauling, man. The major difference I could tell was there was a lot more drive in the middle of the corner throughout the exit, which this allowed me to actually get more sideways because I was able to keep going straight, and it helped me a lot with cornering. I've never been able to go that sideways, nor have I ever been able to give it so much gas. As I'm sure you heard, I was really hammering it down. Also, trail braking, that was my first ever time, like, genuinely properly. That was my first time, like, actually doing it. So it felt good around the track, and I was just really satisfied and, like, pleased with how trail braking affected the car, and also adjusting the third link. I think we are going to be done with the 264 for today, though. I'm going to put the GoPro on the 88 of George's car from the keys, and Tyler's going to be in that car. So you're going to see him doing that. He's testing out a new shock package for them, just to see what it's all like. And I'm going to have a GoPro facing towards him, so you can see what that looks like as well. So Tyler's about to go right now. Like I said, I believe we should be done with the 264 for today, because now we have 4 new adjustments. Just knowing what to do and what we just need to know for the car in case of anything with track prep, and if we need to ever do any certain adjustments for parts of the track. Again, Tyler's going out in the 88 of the keys car, and I'm going to put the GoPro on him for a bit, and you're going to see him go out there, and he might go out one more time or another, but I'll be having the recording on him with the GoPro, and I might change the GoPro angle after he goes out, if he does go out again. So we just saw Tyler's camera angle in the other car, the 88 from the Keys, and right now we're just completely backing up, putting the car away. I'm changed, my brother's changing right now, just getting ready to pack up. It was a really fun night and we learned a lot about the car and what suspension pieces to change whenever we need to. So we're getting ready for the SugarBowl coming up soon. Stay tuned for that because it's going to be really exciting. Again, there's more cars, hopefully it's at least what we're expecting. But the 264 was looking really nice. So just another little update on the body. We did order it, so it should be coming in anytime soon. So we're going to be working with the BSG Wraps, making a new design and keeping the car to a really nice orange. And I really like the color, so that's why we're keeping it like that. But that should just be the end of this video and tonight's practice, getting the engine all ran and making sure it works on the track and actually just learning everything. Not sure what else to say. I'd like to thank all three of my sponsors, Cool Tech, Hoover, and Web Author. So you can go check them down below. Also social medias on Instagram and Facebook, links down below as well. Make sure to like and comment and tell me what you think down below on the camera angles so I can keep doing them. And I'm going to be changing them for practices just to see what else we can do, maybe some unique angles. But with that being said, it's going to be the end of the video, so hope you guys enjoy yourself. Make sure to like and subscribe, and again comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.